Okay. Today is like, as I said, unit number 2 and unit number 3, inshallah. Unit number 2 is all about communication, which is التواصل in Arabic. And unit number 3, it's all about success. So we might skip some exercises that you can do it at home, like this one. This unit is all about communication. I'll give you a hint about this. It might be like you can do it at home. It is about when to say good morning. We all know good morning, it's early morning. What to say to your roommate. So it's not like something that we might ask you guys in the exam or something to do it. So what is the important thing here? The most important thing in the exams that we shall do what we get a passage and we shall ask you to answer the questions. Might be multiple choices, might be focus questions. What do you mean by focus questions? It's like a question and you will have to write down the answer. It might be open-ended questions, which means a lot of you need to write more than one sentence, or it might be short sentences. Okay. When people of different, so we will move to this exercise. It's about something called generation gap. Have you ever come across generation gap?
Yes.
Okay, what is generation gap?
Generation gap, that's the gap between, for example, the 18 and 18th generation and 17th, or or between
So
18 and
they do what? They don't understand each other.
understand each other. Yeah.
Yeah, like
There's
when
no
your father
communication.
said we used to study and with no like motivations or with no electronics, and I don't know why you guys are spoiled. يعني علاش متدلعين انتوا؟
Yes.
احنا كنا نديروا كذا وكنا نديروا كذا وفي زمننا وفي زمننا. So this is generation gap. I might use Arabic to make it more clear for you guys. Generation gap الفجوة ما بين الأجيال. حناك تقول لك والله كنا أيام زمان نطيب وهذه give birth to 10 children. عندنا 10 صغار وما نتوجع زيكم وقصة. So this is a generation gap. Can you guys tell me, you will have like 2 seconds to read this, and I'll read it with you guys, and you will figure out what kind of sentences here refers to generation gap. The young people in the office don't want to work hard. Our generation has a better attitude about work. So is this a generation gap? Is this a
I
generation
think it
gap?
is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, because the word our generation has a better attitude about
Yes.
work.
So we
Yeah.
found the keyword here, our generation. Very good. So it's a generation gap. My friend change plans too often. I don't like to change plans. What do you think?
No, I think it's not. Because
Others
they
can
are friends,
participate. Not
the
only
same age.
Samira participate. Can you please participate with us? Okay. Why no? Why it's not a generation gap?
I think because they are friends and they have the same age,
The
maybe.
same age. So
Age, yeah.
the keyword here, friends.
Friends.
In my opinion, 12 at night is early. In my parents' opinion, it's late. Is it a generation gap?
Yeah.
Yes, it's generation gap.
Yes. Why? Who's with us?
Muhammad.
Muhammad, why it's not? Why it's a generation gap?
Because, for example, in my opinion, 12 for him, like 12 is fine, normal, yani 12 at night. But for his parent, it's so late because how they grow up, I think, or.
So we have different ages here.
Yeah.
Parents is older, so the keyword here, parents, to know it's a generation gap. My children and I listen to the same music. Is it a generation gap?
It's different
Yes.
ages, but I think it's not a gap.
It's not gap. They share the same thing. Whenever we have different like differences between two different ages, so it's a generation gap. What guys can you look at this? What can you figure out? We came across something called reviewing, right?
Yeah.
Last class. Can you review this?
Checking with senior. Spend
Okay.
time
It is about what?
It's about the old generation and the middle generation or something.
Yes.
Different ages.
Different generations. So it's about different generations. So can you, Muhammad, review also what can you see here from the caption, the picture, the title? What can you see?
Yeah, talking with the. Okay, it's about some different generation. I think.
Yes, different.
Someone is the younger than.
So this one, it's encouragement to communicate with the different generations. Yeah,
like the, for example, grandfather or old.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, thank you. So we will come across something. We already know what is reviewing. What is reviewing, Samira?
Reviewing is start to get information from title, from chart, caption of the chart, and from the picture. We get the general idea. Yeah.
Okay. So we will come across something called redacting. What is redacting? Have you ever come across redacting?
Yes. Redacting, I think it's as a guessing.
Yes, guessing.
What we guess.
Very good, guessing. So whenever we read, we do what? We do reviewing. We look at the pictures, the title to know the general overview about the whole thing. Now we will come across something new called redacting. Redacting is something different than reviewing. Reviewing, you look at the article, title, the picture, the caption, and to know general information. But redacting is something is not existed there. So you will redact or guess. You will try to use your mind to guess what else the text is about. What else? So for example, here we have the sentences are not existed here. So the paragraphs are not here. You will try to predict or guess what is the details of the article. So reviewing and predicting will help you understand a text. So you will use your imagination. يعني حتستخدم المخيلة متاعك باش تتوقع. Predicting. After you review, ask yourself a prediction question. So how would we do predicting? كيف نديروا predicting أو توقع؟ نسأل أنفسنا شنو؟ What will I learn in this article? When you read, check your prediction. So what will I learn in this article? What else this article is about? شنو على شنو أو ممكن شنو ممكن ناخذ من الارتكل هذه further أكثر. Okay. So التوقع هنا تستخدم مخيلتك, your imagination to what? To get further information, معلومات تانية. So here, preview this, you will preview the title, the picture, caption, and you will then ask yourself these questions. What is the topic of this article? What will I learn? So from the title, you can preview that it's all about blah, blah, blah. But from the pictures, the chart, caption, any introduction, you will predict more what kind of things this article tells you. مرات في حاجات أجندة في الارticles نفسها the writer want to tell you about it لكن ما يقولهاش بشكل مباشر. فالأجندة هذه الخفية زي مثلا عندنا story متاع animal and farm, I guess. Yes, Animal Farm. لجورج أورويل I guess. Animal Farm هي لو تقرأها هي قصة حيوانات عادية للأطفال، لكن what is behind that كانت political issue عن واحدة من البلدان، وكان ينتقد النظام السياسي من طريق النوبل هي. So it was clever إن بعد سنوات they predicted what is the hidden agenda. Okay, exercise. What can you see here? I want you to review and predict. Any volunteer?
Can I try?
Can you give others a chance?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I can't try to if you want.
Okay. Okay. What is the article about?
Me? Okay. The article about communicating with teenager. I think. What is
It's all about what?
It's all about communicating.
Communication between different
Communication,
generations. Okay.
Between different
So
generations.
what can you predict here?
They are in the market or something.
So what is it? What can you learn?
My imagination is really.
Yeah. Okay. What can you guys predict? We might use others' helps. Other than Muhammad and Samira, what can you guys predict? It's obvious here. We have
it's about mother and her daughter. She trying to be close to her or something.
So sharing activities like shopping. So it might be encouragement to share activities like shopping. This is my imagination.
Trying to be close to her or understand her, maybe.
For example, I imagine that they would encourage to share activities like shopping. So they do shopping together. It will enhance their relationship. Okay. What is the top article about? As we said, the article about what? Communicating with teenagers.
Communication with teenagers.
Yeah.
How parents can communicate with teenagers. How teenagers can communicate with parents. Which one?
A.
Because they encourage the parents to communicate with teenagers, not the vice versa. Okay. What can you predict about the article? This article has advice of what? Shopping for teenagers, communicating with teenagers, good activities for parents and teenagers, teenage health problems. What can you see? Use your imagination.
Answer C, good activities for parents and teenagers.
Might be yes, good activities. So in general هي استخدمت مخيلتها وعرفت إن it's not only about shopping. shopping واحدة من الحاجات اللي يديروها البارنتس، لكن هنا قالت مش بس shopping, they might do lots of other things. So this is production. Thank you. What's your name?
سهام معروفة.
Siham. Okay, let's move on. Match the parent statement to the action. So here we have statements from the parents, and we have actions, advices for them. Before answering, you should do what? You should know the statements here, read it, and then we match it with the actions. Be home by 8 on school nights and 11 on weekends. Here, we're doing what here? The parents doing what here to the children? Are they discussing problem, making rules,
Making rules.
Okay, very good. So they are what? Making
rules.
Okay. No, we're not buying a second car. هنا يقولوا no. لا معناها شنو؟ يا إما discuss problem, express feelings, make decisions, show interest.
Make decision.
Might be yes, make decision. Very good. Do you like your classes? Tell me about them. Here, I think here they're asking to get information they already know. So what do you think? Which one? Discuss problem, express feeling, show interest.
Show interest. Interest, I think.
What?
And
Show interest, I think.
Yes, show interest that I am like interested in what you guys doing and what you do. So I'm with you. It's like I'm with you. You kids make me happy. Whenever we have explanation mark,
Express feeling.
it means
Express feeling.
yes. So whenever we have exclamation marks, means something has to do with feelings or emotions, actions. So your grades aren't good. We need to talk. Here we have negative of something negative happen means it is.
Just problem.
It is what? Means?
Sorry, discussing problem.
Yes. So whatever we have something negative, there's a problem here. Okay, let's move on. So we need to go to page 21. Mark the topic of the text. So we need to review it to know what is the topic about. 21. What is 21? 21. Okay, as we said, you need to read the questions before, or you might use the techniques of review and then the questions. So because it is 21, we might have a look of the questions, the generation gap in the US, the number of people in the US, one American family. Here, hold it in mind, and we review it. Okay, quickly review it. أعطيني الريفيو متاع الارتكل هذه عن شنو؟ Family communication making the generation gap smaller. وعندنا one way communication و two way communication. So it's about what this article?
family communication.
Different technique for making
Okay,
the
let's go back to the
generation gap similar.
question. Is it about the
Smaller, sorry.
generation gap in the US? The number of people in the US, one American family.
The generation gap.
Yes, it is about generation gap لأنه هو هنا يعطيه different techniques إنه يقلص ال generation gap. Okay, what will the article discuss? Mark your prediction with an X. So here, give me a prediction about the article. We're not gonna read it now. Just predict. Use your imagination. استخدم المخيلة بإنك أنت تتوقع شن حيكون الارتكل details متاع الارتكل. The generation gap in the US, family life in the US, generation gaps in other countries, types of communication and generation gap. What is the
ADE, I think.
you need to choose one. So it is
just
about
one.
America only. Let's see. It is about America only or other countries?
Other countries.
We're looking for something called US ولا America. So ما حددوش هم.
In general.
General, yeah.
No America, no US. So هذه لا. Family life, no. هي has something to do with the generation gap. باهي فمش communication لا. فعندنا السي ولا الإي. تمام. هنا generation gaps in other countries. In other countries هو محددش هو مرات including US. فقالش countries اللي exception US. فقعدنا آخر خيار communication and generation gap.
Generation gap.
Yes. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we have keywords here and the definitions of them. Interests, things a person like to do. So something somebody likes to do, interesting for him, like painting, writing. Get along, to be happy together. Yani, I get along with my friend, I am okay with my friend or happy with my friend. مثلا لو قلت I don't get along with my parents يعني أنا ديما على خلاف مع البارنتس لكن I get along my parents يعني أمورنا طيبنا مع my parents. Style, it's the way you do things. It's already known. Relationship هي العلاقة ما بين أي زوج أو أكثر من زوج. Okay? Okay, we have what? Understand the reading, circle and correct. Now we will use the technique of reading. Okay, before going to the article. طبعا هذه one of the most important things تجي في الامتحان. يجيب لك article ومعها multiple choices هنا. So we will do what here? We will do what? We will review all of them. We'll use our techniques. بعدين شني يا اما ناخذه بالوحده ونرجع لها تاني ندوروا الكيوردز بتاع كل وحده. عاده لما تلقي نمبر 1 مرات تلقاها الانسر في الباراجراف نمبر 1 لكن rarely انه هو يكون النمبر 1 في الباراجراف الاخير. ف you will use what? This technique. You will find the keywords. Is the generation gap in the unit is getting bigger or smaller? هنا يسألنا هل هي bigger, smaller? Experts don't agree. So هنا حندوروا على something has to do with generation gap, bigger, smaller. حاجة هيك. So we might look at the can you find the generation gap here? Okay, generation gap, can you find it in the first one? I found it.
Yeah.
The fourth line.
Which one? The fourth line.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. To not the difference, but the difference. No, nothing has to do with. Nothing has to do with the size.
Excuse me, teacher, which question, please?
Okay, here. Okay, here. Circle and the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Did you find it?
Yes, yes, I find it. The first one you mean, yeah?
Okay, here we will try to find the size متاع generation gap. فالkeyword متاعنا شنو؟ generation gap plus big or small. حاجة ندوروا حاجة big or small. باهي فهنا اوكي اوكي okay, try to skim it, to scan it. Scanning means انك انت تدير نظرة على السريع to find the specific information. زي ما قلت لكم احيانا question number 1 you will find it in paragraph number 1. Don't waste your time.
By scanning, I couldn't find it, but I think the title maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, very good. I couldn't find it. You did. Barakallahu fik, mia mia. منور. Smaller. So it is smaller. It is smaller. Okay. What is the reason for the change in the generation gap? Good families, good generation gap, good communication. Okay, we might go for the second paragraph. So, or the first. Okay, what is the reason?
In the second line, many families are changing their communication style.
Yes, communication style. Very good. So, communication style, because of good communication. Where does good communication begin? You need to read the answers and the word and families in everyday life. So good communication أول حاجة يبدأ مع شنو؟ مع في starts and family.
Everyday life.
So في الحالة هذه عندنا those questions في same paragraph. أحيانا نلقاها هيك somehow tricky. So in families, which style of communication help make the generation smaller? And the one-way style, the two-way road style. أما style هنا عندنا two styles هنا باش نخلي one-way style communication ولا two-way.
Can you repeat? Excuse me, can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Can you, where's the answer for number 3?
And paragraph 2.
Okay, which line?
And family, paragraph 2.
Which line?
Minute. Good communication between generations starts in family.
In family.
Okay, here, which style is better? One-way communication or a two-way communication?
One way. One way. I found it in the yes, in the third paragraph, first line.
The third, so we will go like in order. We will find. We skip the second paragraph. We will go to the third paragraph. As I said, we might find the answers in orders. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we will find either one way or two way.